Hello everyone and welcome to our video series on Learn German Grammar. In this video, you will be learning the difference between three words that look similar: wen, wann, and wenn. We'll be doing a few examples for each one of them and learning where exactly to use them. At the end of this lesson, we'll be doing a small exercise. So, let's begin. Let's first learn how to pronounce these three words: wen, wenn, wann. Just a few alphabets make the difference in their pronunciation. Do pay attention. In wen, there is a longer A sound, whereas wenn has a short one. Let's listen to them once again. Wen, wenn. Wenn has an A sound, whereas wann has an A sound. Do remember that both these sounds are short. So be very careful while using these words because wrong pronunciation can change the meaning of the sentence. Before we go into the details, let's look at a few examples. Wen rufst du an? Ich rufe Tom an. Now let's look at an example with wenn. Wenn ich Hunger habe, esse ich eine Banane. The next example. Wann fährst du nach Berlin? Nächste Woche. Now that you have an idea of all these three words, let's look at them in detail. Wen. Let's see where and when it's used. Wen is used as a Fragewort, mostly in direct and indirect questions. Wen always refers to a person, and wen is always in Akkusativ. It is basically the Akkusativ for wer. If you want to revise Akkusativ, you can do the same by watching our video. The link is given below in the description. Let's see how to use it in a direkter Frage. Wen magst du? Here it's being asked about a person. In this question, du is the Nominativ Subjekt and wen is the Akkusativ Objekt. In this case, the Akkusativ Objekt should be a person. Let's look at another example. Für wen kaufst du ein? Sometimes wen is also placed along with the prepositions. But these prepositions should be accusative prepositions. If you want to revise them, you can go through our video on the same. The link is given below. Here's an example for indirekte Frage. Weißt du, wen heiratet? In this case, wen will be placed immediately after the comma and the verb goes at the end. Now let's move on to wenn. And now let's see how it's used. When is a conjunction. It is used in conditional clauses. That means an action will only take place when a specific condition is fulfilled. You can go through the complete chapter on when. You can watch our video on the same. The link is given below in the description. Here is an example to see how wenn is used. Ich freue mich, wenn mich besucht. There are a few things you should remember here. With wenn, you always formulate Nebensätze. That means the verb will be at the end. You can also begin the sentence with wenn. You can say, wenn mich besucht, freue ich mich. Let's move on to wann. Let's see when to use wann. Wann is also a Fragewort. That means it can be used in direct or indirect questions. It is basically interrogative and asks at what time something is taking place. Let's look at a few examples. Let's first do a direkte Frage. Wann kommen Sie? Let's take the same question and formulate a indirekte Frage. Sie haben nicht gesagt, wann Sie kommen. Since it's an indirect question, the verb will be placed at the end. Wann very specifically asks about the time. So when you're answering this question, you can either use prepositions of time or adverbs of time. Wann belongs to one of the very few basic questions you should know at the beginning of A1. If you want to revise all the questions that are very basic, you can go through our lesson on the same. The link is given below in the description. Sometimes a few questions, when put up with wann, can have various possible answers. For example, wann lernst du Deutsch? There can be many answers possible. As mentioned before, you can either use prepositions of time. You can say 9 Uhr oder am Abend. Or you can use adverbs of time. For example, you can say jeden Abend or täglich. You can also formulate the answer with the conjunction wenn. You can say wenn ich Lust habe. In the spoken language, you can simply give an answer with the wenn Satz. You don't need to formulate the full sentence. Now let's see how much you have understood. Übung. In this exercise, you have to fill in the blank with either wen, wenn, or wann. Here's the first one. And the answer should be: Weißt du, wann der Unterricht beginnt? 14 Uhr. Here you're clearly asking at what time does the class begin. Hence, you can use wann and not wen oder wenn. Here's the next one. And your answer should be: Kannst du mir helfen, wenn ich etwas nicht verstehe? You can easily make out that there is a condition. The condition is when I don't understand something. Then, in this case, we will use when. Here's the next one. This one is also very simple, and your answer should be: Wann geht ihr ins Kino? Here again, we are talking about a specific time. Hence, you would use wann. Moving on to the next one. Since we are talking about a person here, your answer should be: Wen willst du mitnehmen? Julia oder Tanja? Here's the next one. Your answer should be: Ich weiß nicht, wann er nach Hause kommt. Here again, we are talking about a specific time. Hence, you would use wann. And here's the last one. And your answer should be: Wenn ich krank bin, bleibe ich im Bett. And here's another question which we would like you to answer. Wann lernst du Deutsch? Do leave your answers in the comments below. We are looking forward to your answers. Great! Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Danke! Thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. Do click on the bell to receive notifications whenever a new video is uploaded. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. Tschüss, auf Wiedersehen!